What I do like is how you can knock the Undertaker's glasses off, and pick him up and beat the hell out of the Undertaker with his own glasses. But not only that, but you can actually wear the glasses yourself, and even after the match you'll still be wearing the glasses. It is the same for Kurt Angle's gold medals as well. So you can use a chair, which still looks pretty weird, and you can bust open crates to find new items. So yeah, the obvious weapons are obvious. The first time you pick up a new weapon, it will say new underneath it, which means you've unlocked it, and so you can go back to the museum and look at it in full 3D. Yeah, awesome stuff, right? You know, in the menu it has Vince McMahon speaking the name of whatever option you choose, which brings me to the Creator Wrestler mode. How does this compare to the SmackDown games? I mean, really, the SmackDown games are renowned for the depth and detail and choices of making your own wrestler. Well, this is pretty typical stuff. You choose your gender name, short name, and nickname. Yeah, short name and nickname. There really is not much difference between the two, but whatever. You can choose your picture. It has all the wrestlers' pictures and a bunch of pre-custom made ones, just in case your wrestler looks anything like this. You can choose your allies and your enemies, which is cool because this game has another cool feature in which you can actually interrupt a superstar's entrance anytime you want. Well, not anytime you want, at a specific moment you can push guard and your wrestler will come out and attack the wrestler while he's walking to the ring, regardless if you're already in the ring or not, which I thought was really cool. Although sometimes you miss the clothesline, which is kind of funny. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, allies and enemies. You can choose who you want to be friends with and enemies with. And then during the gameplay, somebody interferes, it's usually the person you're an enemy with. Or if somebody comes out to help you, then it's somebody you're a friend with. You can choose your faction in case you want to make a tag team or something. You can choose your voice, but if you don't like the Japanese sounds, then you can opt to sound like a robot. As for making the appearance of your wrestler, it's about what I expected. I mean, it's decent enough. You can say it's bad. It's just that, you know, it's very average. You know, I thought it's funny, like how in the SmackDown games, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, you can have Super Saiyan Goku's hair. Which is, you know, Japanese developers, I guess it's not much of a surprise. So after you made the appearance, you can actually go over to the parameter option. This is basically like the attribute assignment part on the SmackDown games. This is actually reminding me of the Creator Wrestler mode for WWF No Mercy on the Nintendo 64. Which is not a bad thing. So you get 28 points to do whatever you want with. So now you come to the entrance, and yeah, I mean, look at the options whenever you choose light. You got ramp lights, stage lights, Titantron lights, ring lights, hall lights, audience spotlights, gate arena lights. You can even change the color for each row of light on the ramp, which is very nice. And you can control the fog and even the amount of camera flash in the audience. You can't really control the pyro, although there is a few pre-made pyrotechnics to choose from. You got the entrance music, Titantron movies, verse screen moves, and entrance moves. Yeah, so you can assign your wrestlers' moves and see what they look like, so it's actually a pretty decent Creator Wrestler mode for this game, I think. Yeah, so that pretty much basically covers the whole Creator Wrestler mode. Some people say I don't really go into Creator Wrestler much, which is true, so hopefully this is good enough. Okay, now for the title match mode. Here you can challenge for pretty much all of the belts except for the tag team belt, which is weird since they have specific tag team entrances and matches. Pretty much all the title options are pretty much the same. I mean, all you do is fight through a gauntlet of people until you win the belt. That's it. That's all you do. So yeah, there's really nothing. There's no kind of season mode or anything going on there, which is kind of a disappointment. You know, there are some unlockables to choose from, but you know, there are only about 3 unlockables. Seriously, there's like, you unlock Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, and Fred Durst. Yeah, seriously, that's it. That's that's all the people you unlock. So yeah, it's really nothing that special. You know, I think it's kind of disappointing for a WWF wrestling game back then and onwards to not have some sort of a season like the SmackDown games do. Is it possible to have a good wrestling game without all the drama that goes on in the season mode? Of course it is. For most other wrestling companies, that is. Seriously, this is a WWF/E. They are very well known for doing storylines and crap. When you don't have that in a WWE game, it just doesn't feel complete to me. But there is one thing I do really like about the title challenges, which I really had fun with. You see, the thing about this game is that you can choose anybody to wrestle for any title you want. Yeah, there is no prejudice at all in this game. This game acknowledges no segregation. Have you ever wondered what it would be like for somebody like Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the most toughest, the most meanest, the most in-your-face superstars in wrestling history? Have you ever imagined him fighting his way through a gauntlet of girls just so he can become the women's champion? Not only that, but running around the ring celebrating with the women's championship belt. Well, now you don't have to wonder, because you can emulate that moment for yourself in this game. Yeah, trust me, it is totally worth it. So that basically covers the game. So yeah, how does this game stack up to the SmackDown games? Well, it doesn't. The game, well, it has some good aspects about it, like the graphics, it has good entrances, the ability to attack a person on the way to the ring, decent yet outdated roster. It just falls flat on its ass on so many levels. It has bad controls, weird animation, awkward camera angles at time, and no form of a season mode whatsoever, and disappointing unlockables. Plus, this game just feels so unfinished, There's no backstage area. It just feels like you're playing a half-assed wrestling game. Now, would I recommend this game personally? Simply put, no, I wouldn't. Unless you really want to see somebody like Kane or The Undertaker win the Women's Championship belt, that is. If this game won't cost you any money, then by all means play it. Because surprisingly, there are some people who gave this game a really high rating. Keyword some. Although chances are you'll probably turn it off in about 8 to 10 minutes tops. That has been another review, so follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my channel, and the thumbs up or down system can go fuck itself. Yeah, thank you for watching.